Unforgiving Ross-Abian Desert.
Good morning and welcome to Cooley Outdoors. I'm your host Brandon Scott, and with me is Nash. Hello. We are going to be going up the White River Trail, which is trail number 1507. We are on the southeast portion of the Glacier Peak Wilderness. We're going to go up to the White River Trail, the first 4 miles to the Boulder Creek, it's actually called the Boulder Pass Trail Junction, which is trail 1562. Originally we were going to go up the Chihuahua River Trail, which is the next major drainage over, and go up to Red Basin. But between it's rained the last couple of days and reading the Chihuahua Trail, nobody's been up it to brush it in a couple years, so all the open avalanche chutes are really brushy. And someone started a new job with a lot of manual labor, so his sciatica is kicking in, so a hard hike is not in the cards today. So we're gonna go up the 4 miles up to the White River. Here, I'll show you the map. We're parked down here, which actually the road goes to there. So we're gonna walk up that 4 mile chunk of the White River, hang out along the river for a bit, take some video of that, and then we'll probably come back down and go swim at Lake Wenatchee State Park afterwards to have a nice easy day. It's actually going to be a lot nicer than what they even thought it was going to be. They didn't think it was going to clear up till mid-afternoon, and it's already blue sky gorgeousness. So if it wasn't icky the last couple of days, and if he wasn't injured, we probably would have gone and done something hard. But the White River Trail itself isn't in many hiking books because after the Boulder Creek Junction, the trail got blown out, like a lot of trails got blown out in the 2006 flooding in November, and they just haven't rebuilt that bridge, so you can't go up the White River any further than that. So the only book that has it is 100 Hikes Washington's Glacier Peak, Napiqua Valley via Boulder Pass, because you go up the Boulder Pass Trail and then drop down to the Napiqua Valley Trail. And so it just talks about hike White River Trail 1507, pleasant, virtually level 4 miles through lovely virgin forest to Boulder Pass Trail 1562. Subsequent miles are from this junction, so it's 4 miles of pretty riverside walking, and we're gonna only go up to 2,500 feet, so you could probably do this fairly early in the season, which is what my original plan was to do this early or late in the season when everything else is snowed in, but things happen. What is my time at? I'm at 3 minutes. So yeah, other things that are at this junction, well, we're staying on this side of the river, but if you cross the bridge, you'll be going on the Indian Creek Trail, which you can go up Indian Creek along 10 miles to the Pacific Crest Trail near White and Red Pass. We're obviously not doing that today, but I can tag, if we go up the Indian Creek a couple miles, I can tag that right there. Ooh, spicy. And then if you cross the bridge, Indian Creek goes that way, but if you come down the river, you eventually go up to the top of Mount David, which is up there, which gives you really good views of everything. Some other point we'll do that too, and I'll post that video right there. And then of course, when we get up to the Boulder Creek Junction, eventually at some point we'll continue up Boulder Creek to Boulder Pass for a long 16-mile day. But that'll be some other time, and I'll tag that some other time. And then maybe I'll get some video of White River Falls, and then of course there'll be hopefully video of us swimming at Lake Wenatchee State Park. But otherwise, let's go hit the trail and start hiking. Self-register. Yada, 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 yada. Normal stuff, normal stuff, normal stuff. So we'll real quick come look at White River.
That's what I like to see.
Oh, I might be shooting a long exposure from right here when we get back.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think
I want to go down there.
You're not going all the way down there. You can go sit on that rock.
I'm going down there.
We can do that afterwards. See how sprightly you are. This is part of the White River Gorge. The waterfall proper is down this direction. So this is technically the Indian Creek Trail going this way, and then it'll split off and have the Mount David Trail going that way. But yeah, I definitely think when we come back down to the parking lot, I will shoot a long exposure of that. And I will post that right there. But now, Mr. Bond, it is time for you to start your hike. So, White River Trail, what did I say, 1507? 1507, yeah. And we almost immediately enter the Glacier Peak Wilderness, so there should be a sign here quite shortly. Yeah, it'll be, I don't know. Delete old track, start a new track, away we go. Oh yeah. Is that you? Something stunk. So we're at 2,300 feet, and the junction is 2,550, so you're gonna gain 250 feet in 4 miles. So it's about as flat as you could ask for.
That's easy.
Yeah. Should take us like an hour and a half, which means we probably won't even get any sunshine when we're snoozing next to the river.
Alright.
But, yeah. So.
That was beautiful.
We'll hang out here when we get back.
Yes, please.
Don't worry. Since we're not going very far today, we'll have plenty of time to hang out along spots. Starting to get a little bit of the fall color. The thimbleberries are usually the first things to turn, and they're just starting to turn. Come back, oh, I'd say another week and a half to 2 weeks, and much of this will be fall colored. And of course, the higher up in elevation you go, the further along the colors will be. Yeah, this is gonna be a nice little easy walk in the woods, an excuse to get outside since we haven't done anything since Yellowstone, and that's been 3 weeks now. So we needed to get outside. And we've hired some more people at work, so hopefully that means it'll be easier for me to get.
Hires?
Yeah, we've hired 3 people in the last like 4 months.
Full time?
Yeah. I mean, it will come wintertime when we have less work on the water, they'll go do land stuff, but yeah, we now have a crew of like 7, so it should be a lot easier for me to get a weekend day off here in the next month.
Fun job.
Oh, hell yeah.
This would have been cool too.
Yeah, this would have been sweet. It smells so good.
I know.
Oh yeah, White River goodness. I might as well give our faithful viewers some background information. The ridgeline on our right is going to be the White Mountains, culminating in Clark Peak up here north of Boulder Creek. On to our left is going to be eventually, well, Mount David is going to be directly above us, the high point. And then when we get up past the Indian Creek drainage and towards the Boulder Creek drainage, it'll turn into Mount Saul. And then you probably won't be able to see it, but directly in front of us when we get walking will be Clark Mountain. Yeah, so Clark Mountain will be in front of us, the White Mountains will be on our right, and Mount David / Mount Saul will be on our left. Go on, get. Oh, I left the victory chocolate in the car.
Go get it.
No, I'm not gonna go get it. We can have it when we're sitting here taking videos of the river and back at the lake. Cold in here. Mm-hmm.
Take this one home.
Yeah. You go ahead, start carrying it out. We're gonna get our first sunshine of the day? I want to get 1 or 2 more lake hikes in and go swimming at least 2 or 3 more times before winter truly rears its ugly head. Hopefully. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Again, we're probably 2 weeks too early for them to be in color. If you come back.
The golf course has a lot of vine maples.
Yeah.
Can't wait for it to
Oh yeah. It's gonna be a freaking orange blaze. You know, trail report said this was brushed out to Boulder Creek. This ain't very brushed out. So, word of the wise, pack your rain pants, especially now that it's not summer and it's not going to be hot every day, because this is all dewy. And yes, we do have rain tops too, but we're just going to get too warm if we put them on. And most of the offending foliage is hip high or lower, so I'm not too worried about it. And we're 2 miles in, so we're halfway there anyway. I'm not too worried about it. On the way back, it'll be dry and we won't wear our rain pants, but it's the morning portion when it's still cold that you really don't want to get all super wet and be wet and miserable for the rest of the day. Berries!
Breakfast?
I don't know exactly what they are. I'm pretty sure you can eat them. They're they're mountain ash, I think is what they are. I'm pretty damn sure. And I'm pretty sure you can eat mountain ash, but blue elderberry. I know elderberries are edible. So I'm gonna eat a couple, and if I fall over in 10 minutes, we know they're not actually edible. I don't know if they're bitter or not. We're gonna find out. Not bad. Like a blueberry, but a little less flavor. They're not bad. The hot Italian chick. Mouthful of grapes.
Yeah.
In my freaking.
There you go. Climb that rock.
What?
Climb that rock.
You climb the rock.
No, because I might have lunch up there if I climb it. We got a little over half a mile to the junction, walking through a nice big cedar grove. So I'd figure I'd turn this on and probably just let this run till we get to the Boulder Pass junction. And then we'll find ourselves a spot to hang out along the river. There's one or two more good spots back that direction that I might get. I might hang out there some too and get some video of. I don't know, we'll just have to see when we get there. Yeah, make sure you have your rain pants. Horseford, which means we must be at Boulder Creek. So we're going uphill, we're going towards Boulder Creek, so we probably want to walk down the Horseford to the White River. But I'm pretty sure this is going to be Boulder Creek making all this noise in here. Well, maybe it continues and it crosses the creek. That looks like your bridge over Boulder Creek. Vámonos. Let's go find the river. I think that's the horse ford coming in there. I think going up that way, well, I guess we'll follow this little ways and see where it goes. Yeah, horse ford that way. So my question is what bridge were they talking about that blew out that's keeping people from accessing the upper White River? I would figure it'd be a bridge over Boulder Creek and they had to reroute the trail to that side of Boulder Creek, but obviously not. If that was... maybe that wasn't Boulder Creek, although it shows on my map that well, maybe not. It says we're walking straight down to the river now. According to my map, that was Boulder Creek. Maybe that's just a side chute. Because I swear on WTA it said there's a whole bunch of like 10-foot tall boulders that don't look like they belong where Boulder Creek is. And that you couldn't cross anymore because the trail up Boulder Creek used to be on the far side, and I think now it's on the near side. So I'm guessing that wasn't Boulder Creek proper. In Boulder Creek, you got to switch back up like 1,000 feet and 2 miles to get into the Boulder Creek Valley too. So the fact that we haven't turned uphill to start switchbacking means I don't think we're there either. And you'd think there'd be a sign too, saying Boulder Pass Trail, turn right to Boulder Pass in Napiqua River. I don't know, this is why we come out and adventure YouTube, to figure it out. That way there is video evidence of what goes down. Okay, so sign here, it's Boulder Pass, turn right, so there's your Boulder Pass trail, going up that way. Some other time we'll go do it, and at least go to Boulder Basin, and I'll post that right there. And now we'll go find our spot along the river. I'm curious.
I'll walk up there, you walk that way.
I'm also wanting to find a good spot with views of the mountains.
I'm walking over here just to see.
Yeah. Yeah, so now we're gonna split our resources. And I'm gonna walk up this and see what the hubbub is all about. I can hear the river, can't see the river. Hopefully the trail gets back to being close to the river. This is all in the open. That's not what I told you to do. And Clark Mountain is the high bald top in front of us, with Boulder Pass being back there somewhere. I'm not seeing... I mean, this I could see being brushing impossible, but someone came through and brushed it. So I don't know. Maybe whatever obstruction was in the way has cleared itself out and they came through and brushed it. Somebody came through and brushed it very recently. So I don't know. Oh, baby. Give me a spot along the river to look up at that. Please. Yeah, you can see there's no tread here. So yeah, somewhere back there was the obstruction. And it since has been cleared. And they've started to come through and brush it. Come on. Give me a spot along the river where I can look up at that. Come on. Crap, am I not gonna get... I can see the river down there. I can see it. But can I get to it? Oh, there's a big gravel bed up there. I'm not gonna get Nash to go through that brush. Not in his state today. But those are big mountains in front of me. What are they? Big peaks of some sort in front of me. And shoot, it looks like the gravel bar is on the wrong side of the river. I'm gonna turn this off and keep investigating though. Because that's Boulder Basin up and to your left, or part of it. Yeah, we walked at least 3/4 of a mile further up the White River Road past the Boulder Pass Trail where they said it was impossible and not brushed out. And obviously somebody has come through.
The report just wasn't updated.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't see any big obstruction. There's no reason why this couldn't have been brushed out this entire time. Oh well, continue walking. We're gonna go back to Boulder Pass Junction and have ourselves a hangout by the river. Is that spot good?
There's a gravel bar there, but it's pretty skinny.
Yeah.
I'll give you an access point to it, man.
Like, don't get me wrong. I understand they can't get to every trail every year, but I don't see why they couldn't get to this one. Keep it brushed out fairly consistently.
It just seems like the Glacier Peak ordinance just has this problem consistently and nowhere else.
Yeah. And it's like, oh yeah, we'll give you 4 access points. Buck Creek, Spider Meadows, to Phelps Creek, and like 2 or 3 other points for everyone to shoehorn into, but the other 30 or 40 trails we're just going to ignore. Like, I understand keeping places wild, but if you don't keep some options open, everyone's just gonna use and abuse the same spots. And it's not like we're 30 miles up a dirt road that had potholes. We had to drive through a washout in our car, and we're 10 miles up into the backcountry.
Ride our bikes 2 miles to actually get to the trail.
Yeah. It's not like we hiked 10 miles up this to get to this anyway. We're on a backpacking trip. This was one of the main access routes right outside of Lake Wenatchee. Only the last couple of miles of the access road is dirt. It's a main river. This should be one of the easier places to keep maintained. We're like half an hour, 45 minutes outside of Leavenworth. So the Wenatchee Ranger Station has easy access. The headquarters has easy access to this compared to a lot of places. This should be a spot that's fairly easy to keep open and people can use. Plus, if you keep it brushed every couple of years, people will keep using it and it'll keep the trail open and easier to maintain. Because you can clearly see there's no tread here, because nobody's been able to walk it for probably 10 years. I mean, I know what the root of the problem is. It's going to be funding, so you can't hire as many people, so you can't have as many trail crews come out here and do this. I know that's the problem, and it needs to change, especially with how high visitation has spiked up since COVID and the outdoors in general. So, but again, it's a fairly easy place to access. It's not like we're in the back corner of the Pasayten Wilderness, 6 hours out of Seattle. Oh, I already checked somewhere in here in the gravel bars. There is a gravel bar there, but it's way far away. Our best spot's gonna be back there. I poked my nose off trail like 4 or 5 times. Yeah, it's not like we're an hour north of Omak, 6 hours away from anything, going up a trail that leads to nowhere. I don't know. I'll stop ranting. Alright, we're gonna go find ourselves that spot alongside the river back here at the trail junction, have our lunch, take long exposure, and I'll post that right there. Sadly, we're now deep enough into the trees to where and around the corner to where we're not gonna get.
The only view is that guy.
Hopefully we'll get Clark Mountain.
So.
Yeah.
Huh?
So we are getting mighty close back to the trailhead, so I might as well run the outro now. Thank you for joining us on this Coulee Outdoors adventure in the Glacier Peak Wilderness, where we hiked the White River Trail to the junction with the Boulder Pass Trail. Ratings: accessibility, it's about a 2.5 hour drive out of Seattle. It's fairly low elevation. All but the last like 5 or 6 miles of the road are paved. I give it 3 stars for accessibility. There's a wilderness boundary sign. Difficulty, it's 4.2 miles one way. It's flat. A couple of brushy spots, but that's okay. 2 stars for difficulty. A. Well, not everyone's as good a shape as us. Over 4 miles one way is still a good length of day hike. Okay, fine, 1.5. And then enjoyment. It was pretty. The river being not clear and glaciated really helped. I'm gonna give it 2.5. It was a pretty forest walk, but it was just a forest walk. Like I said, the river being glacial instead of snow melt or spring fed really helps. So yeah, 2.5. What else? What do we got planned next? Hopefully a couple of large hikes here in late September, early October, so a couple weeks from now. Other than that, I don't know. Hopefully I'll get a couple of weekdays off with some nice weather and I'll be able to get out and go do some stuff, and hopefully I can snag another weekend day off or two and Nash and I can go get some stuff done. Other than that, it's hopefully some larch stuff, and then I like to go do a forest or a rainforest hike on my birthday in early November, and then it's supposed to be a nice snowy winter, so hopefully we'll get some snow content. Otherwise it'll be see you till next spring, which I'm really hoping it's not, because we should get a nice snowy winter and we can get out and do a whole bunch of snow content. Other than that, we will see you next time. Oh, I'm gonna take some video of the White River from the bridge, giving access to the Indian Creek and Mount David trails. So I'll post that after this. It'll be 15 or 30 seconds clip of it. But other than that, that'll be it. We'll see you next time, and ciao.
But there's Nash in his nice bright pink shirt for scale. And I don't think there may be one. I don't know.